that your final exam is coming. Hope you all have started preparation for your final exam. I have also started your revision from previous video. So we will start our revision. Let's start. Now we will revise our chapter number 3, computer viruses. First, what is a computer virus? A computer virus is a malicious software program loaded onto a user's computer without the user's knowledge and perform malicious actions. It can self-replicate, inserting itself onto other program or files, infecting them in the process. Not all computer viruses are destructive though. In more technical terms, a computer virus is a type of malicious code or a program written to alter the way a computer operates and is designed to spread from one computer to another. So we can say a virus operates by inserting or attaching itself to a legitimate program or document that support macros in order to execute its code. Now, next question, why do people create computer viruses? Because computer viruses are also created by the people. So why the people create computer viruses? The reason of this is first to take control of a computer and use it for the specific task. They want to control the computer, all computer system, and they want to do a specific task for it. To generate money, because when they create virus, then they will make antivirus also. By this process they can generate money. To steal sensitive information, credit card number, password, personal detail, data, etc. To prove a point, to prove it can be done, to prove one's skill or for revenge purposes. Means when a people want to prove that he also a skilled person and he can do many things on computer, that he want to create others care, so that he create viruses to cripple a computer or network. This is the way they fight with the authorities. They want to revenge to engage the antivirus vendors in jobs. They think it is a way of getting attention from their peers. These are the reasons. Now some common sources of computer virus infection. How to come viruses in your system? These are the sources. First source is downloading programs. Programs that contain the downloadable files are the commonest source of malware, such as freeware, worms, and other executable files. Pirated or cracked software. When we are downloading pirated or cracked software, that is also the cause of viruses. Email attachment. When we are opening any emails which we by the unusual resources, that is also creating the viruses in your system. By using the internet, booting data from unknown CDs, by using the Bluetooth technology, unpatched software also. These are the sources to create viruses or to infect your system by the viruses. Now, what is the causes? How to know that your computer attacked by a viruses? First, your computer slows down. Means your computer speed will be slowed down. Crashing. If your system crash suddenly appears, or if infamous blue screen of death (BSOD) appears more often, then absolutely your system will be infected. Pop-ups. One of the most annoying computer viruses symptom is characterized by unwanted pop-ups. Hard drive malfunctions. Means your hard drive started to do many functions at a time, that is malfunctions nodes. So, fifth, running out of storage space. Computer virus symptoms can be tracked by numerous malicious software through different methods to fill your storage space. Unwanted program or messages that start automatically. Some of the warning signs that you should be suspicious about include Windows shutting down suddenly, this is the reason, programs opening or closing automatically, strange windows as you boot, messages from Windows that you lost access to your drive. 7. Disable security solution. In case your antivirus does not seem to work or if your update module all of a sudden is disabled. Sending strange messages automatically. The first step is to confirm whether the messages were sent from your account or not. Unusual network activities. Sometimes you may not be connected to the internet and you are not running any application that can connect themselves to the internet, but you still observe high network activity. Such computer virus symptom can be confirmed by using a good antivirus. Next, application. If you have tried to start any application from the start menu or desktop, then your application will not working and that they are infected by the viruses. Error messages. Your computer will know when something is wrong even before you do. One of the noticeable computer virus symptoms includes messages that warn you of missing files. Advertisements. Ads are common when browsing. However, when you see them when not browsing, this could be a sign of a virus. Number 13. Hardware and accessory problems. In case you have problem with your computer display, for instance color problem or mixing pixels, this can be an indication of malware in your computer. Means your computer has infected by the virus. These are the reasons. Now next I am telling you about the types of viruses. Viruses can be classified into two categories on the basis of their behavior. First is general infectors and second is system infectors. First I will explain you general infectors. In general infectors there are three types of viruses. First, worm. These viruses are the programs which don't affect the functioning of a system. For example, Swan and Scalper is the example of the worm virus. Once these virus enters, they attack the security zone of a computer system. As a result, just keep on replicating themselves in the disk. Means they will become, if one worm virus enter in your system, they will be replicate and they become 100 or 1000. Now second is bomb. These viruses remain inactive for a long time. Means they are not active for a long time and wait for a specific data or specific event for the disaster. Means they are waiting for a special date, for a special day when they will be disasters and when they will be infect your system. This type of viruses are Friday 13. It means it will affect your system on Friday when the date will be 13. On that Friday, that will be active on that day, on that same day and date. Saturday the 14th is also like this. Now third is Trojan. These viruses are better known as Trojan horses. They are also computer programs but destructive in nature. They move around the valid program and get executed with a flashy opening screen. The example of this, Black Dot or Nuker. Now next is system infectors. There are four types of viruses. First is boot sector virus. These viruses affect the boot sector or master boot record of the hard disk during the process of booting. Example of this virus is boot sector viruses. Example is Danish boot or PC storm. Next, program virus. As the name of that, these viruses directly attack the program files of the system. The extension is .exe means they attack the executable file, .com, .sys system file, .dll. These program virus attack only these type of files. For example, Sunday and Cascade is the example of this virus. A macro virus. These viruses attack the data files of the system, only data files. Whenever a user wants to work on any application package like MS Word, MS Excel, MS Access related to data files, he or she finds that either the file is destroyed or it contains some absurd data. The example of these viruses are Bloodhound or Militia. Now, the last virus is stealth virus. These viruses keep on changing their codes. Sometimes the infected files seem to be uninfected during the course of scanning. So it is very difficult to trace the existence of the virus through scanner programs because the user cannot even detect the exact cause of the infected file. It also hides the increased size of the file due to the virus infection. The example of these viruses Frodo and Brain is the example. Now next is antivirus. By the name of antivirus you can understood that these are the utility programs which prevent viruses from attacking the system. Means they prevent the system from the virus. Some of the popular antivirus software are AVG antivirus, Symantec antivirus, McAfee, Quick Hill, Net Protector antivirus, Kaspersky antiviruses. These are the some popular antiviruses. Now antivirus tips. Antivirus tips. First tip is don't assume you are not on risk. Means every computer regardless of its operating system is susceptible to a virus attack. While an antivirus cannot protect against all types of viruses, the security of your computer is enhanced substantially. When an antivirus software is installed, it updates the system and which reduces the risk of malfunctioning. Next is download only from the trusted sources. Yes, you will download any programs or any software from the trusted resources or sources. It is a common scheme of cyber criminals to pretend to be selling antivirus programs that are actually malware. Next is keep your software updated. Make sure that you have the latest version of the antivirus installed in your computer. Check the status of the update periodically to make sure that they are up to date. Don't delay updates. If your computer has been offline or powered off for a long time, your antivirus may require an update. When you turn it on, reconnect it to the internet. Do not postpone updates. Scan additional devices. Make sure that your antivirus automatically scans portable devices such as USB sticks, flash drive, SD cards when you plug them into your computer. 6. Track warning and alert. Pay attention to the on-screen warning and alerts generated by your antivirus software. Most of the alerts include the option of clicking the link to get more information or a recommendation about what to do next. Don't disable the software. Do not disable your security software even if you feel it is slowing down your computer. Disabling your antivirus will expose your computer to unnecessary risk and could result in a serious security violation. Next is install one program only. Do not install multiple antivirus programs on your computer at the same time. It may leave your computer with less protection instead of providing more protection. Now, what happens when a threat is detected? If you have detected any threats in your computer system, so what the specific action that your antivirus program takes depend on its setting. First action is repair. The first task of an antivirus is to clean the infected file and remove the threat safely. First action that antivirus try to repair your system, then quarantine. If repairing fails, then antivirus could choose to quarantine or isolate the infected file into a safe location. If these two are not working, then third is delete. If the infected file cannot be repaired and you don't want to retain the data, then antivirus delete the files from the system. These are the actions when a threat is detected by the antiviruses. Hope you all understood this chapter. This chapter have completed. Now you will try to understood this chapter by reading from your book. If you have any problem, you can ask me. You will prepare the true false, give 2 examples of each, subjective question and long answers for your final terms from this chapter. Thank you.